Interesting story on the back page of The Age today. Top Roo quits for son's sake is the headline. Michael Gleeson has the exclusive. North Melbourne head of football, Donald McDonald, will quit the footy department at the end of this year to clear the path for his son Luke's arrival, as the club has selected him as a father-son. Let's go to the man himself. Donald McDonald is on the line. Morning to you, Donald. Thanks for your time this morning. Is that story accurate?
Yeah, it is, Luke. So, it's been something that's been coming for the last, I suppose, 2 to 3 years, and as Luke showed a bit of potential as a junior, and, it's been something I've been having a chat to with a lot of people within the footy club. So, I think it's the right thing to do, and look, it's probably a good time for me professionally. I mean, it's a great time for Luke, and it's an exciting time for him to be, going down that path and becoming an AFL footballer, and, so we all agree this is the best way to go, and I'm really comfortable with the decision.
More than a bit of potential. I know as a father you're going to be very humble, but I understand young Luke is an absolute star of the future. Why did you think that you couldn't complete the role, Donald, and you couldn't step aside from some discussions? You just think it put him in a compromising position with you being head of football?
No, look, initially I thought, it'll work all right. I mean, I coached for a long time, and it's funny, I mean, you treat your players as if they're your sons anyway. I mean, you've got to have hard and honest conversations with them when it has to happen. And, I've had to tell people that their careers are over at different times. Or they're in and out of the team. They're all difficult conversations you've got to have. But it was just when, we went over to Utah and then over the pre-season, Luke's been training with us, and it just didn't feel right. It was good having your son around, but I just don't think it was... I just didn't think it was the right thing. It just, as I said, it just didn't feel right. So I just thought, that's good. And I always thought that I just wanted to see how it was. I mean, like, different people had different opinions internally, but I just wanted to just experience it. And fortunately, the AFL allowed Luke to train with us over the pre-season period. And, I just thought, and look, we've lost 2 or 3 staff of recent times in the commercial area, and I still think there's an enormous amount of work to be done for our footy club to try and really make its mark in Melbourne, and I still want to be a part of that.
So, Donald, is it more a case that it's great to have your son around the football club, but for your son it's not that great to have his dad hanging around the footy club?
It might have been the best thing, Ed, for Luke to lob in and me to walk out. But you know what it's like at North. I mean, we're a pretty tight club, and I just felt that, with Scotty on board now, he's had 3 years as our senior coach. I mean, we really need to ramp up our fan development, our commercial relationships.
Are you going to move into that role, Donald?
Well, what I'm going to do this year, it's going to be more of an integration between footy and commercial. As I said, we've lost some real key staff members over the last month to a lot of guys have popped over with Huge there at Cams. So it's an opportunity has opened up to do something now, and I've spoke to Brad and Cam Joyce and Johnny Haynes. I had a really good meeting with our footy department last week just to explain to them, what the process is going to be.
No, that's great.
I can still manage footy from, I suppose, at a higher level, but not get involved too much on the operational day-to-day scenes. Well, that allows me some time to really hook in and help the commercial guys.
Good stuff. Well, you wouldn't want to lose Donald McDonald to your club, but I've got the perfect solution for it, because Donald, of course, grew up a great Collingwood man, is that let Luke come to Collingwood, you stay at North Melbourne, and things will just move on nicely, Donald. What about that?
Yeah, it is a good suggestion, but it's funny how players are far more important than administrators.
You're right. Hey, Donald, you were around the place when Ryan Pagan played under Dennis, and that actually did split the club. Lifelong friendships just blew up at that stage. Smokey Dawson left the club, and it was probably the end of the line for Dennis at North, and it was a terrible situation for Ryan as well. Did that come into your mind at any stage?
No, I mean, I've seen Dennis speak about it, and I thought he spoke well about it, when he was interviewed by Mike Sheen. But mine was, I remember when I played with the Dugdales and Dwyers, and all those boys were really good mates of mine. And it's funny, at the time I thought, geez, this is tough, and funny enough, it happened to me. So I've experienced it firsthand, and Laurie Dwyer and John Dugdale were unbelievable North blokes. and they handled it really well. But I just think it's the right thing to do, and we'll move forward.
Yeah, John Dugdale was they called him secretaries back then. He was the CEO of North Melbourne at the time, which was always tough. Hey, Donald, good luck, mate. Good luck for the Kangaroos, and great to make sure that we don't lose you to footy, because you're one of the great football people, mate. So good luck with what you do.
Good luck, Donald.
No worries, Ed. Thanks, boys.
Donald McDonald joining us, the football manager, going to step aside for his son. And Mick, they tell me young Luke McDonald is...
He's the business?
Cool, yeah, an absolute star. And well done to Dad to work that out and just say, I want to give him the best opportunity in life, and if I have to step aside, it's a good story. 20 minutes to 8, this is Triple M's Hot Breakfast. We're brought to you by Fox Footy.
Just thinking, I'm hoping that Joe Maguire doesn't want to sort of be a breakfast show host or anything in the next
step aside. He's got a bit of a potential from what I've seen too. Might go right past you.
Alexander and Joe might come and do a double header. 21 minutes to 8. Mick, you'll get the mixed twins in there as well. Get Sammy Darcy.
The Cray brothers.
The Cray brothers are coming through.
They're coming in.
We'll get a Wiggles-style radio show going. It'll be great.
All right, that was Donald McDonald from the North Melbourne Footy Club.